Hello and welcome everyone to the Beacon of Light writing services for you. Today we're going to talk about ghostwriting. Ghostwriting and why you need that. Okay, well, let's put this on the ticker underneath. What is a ghostwriter and why do I need one? I have a story, like I always do, for you. We're going to talk about a person named Aaron. Now, Aaron is a business owner and he needs a book. The challenge is he is just out of time. He is so busy doing all the things he needs for the business. He has this incredible message that he needs to get to you guys, but he can't sacrifice the time to get it to you. And maybe there's a chance that writing is not really his best element or way to spend his time, but he knows he's got to get it out to you. So, hiring a ghostwriter for something like that is really, really important. So Aaron is looking at his schedule and he's like, okay, I think I could write here. I could write it here. No, no, no. So when he looks at the benefits of what a ghostwriter would do for them, first of all, it saves his time like crazy. We'll talk about all of the benefits and the features here in just a minute. But I want you to know that Aaron knows that really, in all reality, there is no way for him to write this book. He is so busy speaking, running the business, doing all the incredible things that he does. So, my supports for Aaron, I have a 6 step that we use in the ghostwriting supports here. And in the end, what's really going to happen to him is that he's going to have this book that's professionally written. And how is that all going to work out? How is the process? Let's talk about it. You guys, we're ready? All right. First of all, like we talked about, Aaron is out of time. There's just no time for this. So when we start the process, if he's hired me, we are first going to talk about the scheduling of what's going to be happening. The next is, who is your reader? Who am I writing this for? I love to know that because then I kind of construct its own little avatar right there. Keep that in my mind that this is who wants to read this book. This is who the message is for. How will the stories connect to this person? I need to know who that reader is. Next, we go through our outline, which is 22 points, very similar to the developmental and coaching outline. Bring this in together here. This meeting does take about 90 minutes because we want to get this framework down. And again, it's about 85% in its structure and allowing us 15% to kind of, allow things to flow as writing, writing does. How do we do all this? Interviews, 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 interviews. This is so important. I can't emphasize it enough. The interview process with this is very hands on. If you think you can hand me a whole bunch of stuff, I go away for 6 months, write this, bring it back. Some ghostwriters work that way. I don't. I'm very hands on. We meet sometimes weekly. And in the interview process, take the information based on what we have as our structure, interview it, and then that next week, I write all about it. We meet again, read to you what I've written, and then you and I interview again. When we do that interview again, I write down all of that next week, put it together in a new chapter or section or whatever it is that we've constructed, read that off to you, then we have the next interview. So that's how the process goes. Next, I've got to jump down here. So in this writing portion of it, I'm actively writing with you. It's almost like you're a surrogate mother, right? Like together, I'm actually going to be putting this here, but it's your thoughts, it's your words. You're the author. I'm just getting it from your head into my heart, out my hands, so that you have it. We are going to talk a lot about research, right? Especially if you have these big claims. Well, we got to have stuff to back it up because that vets you as the author. Again, I'm putting your words together, but it is your thoughts, it's your process, it's your, special thing. Whatever it is that you are out there as a business owner, as a writer, as whatever it is that you need, I'm there. Now, what will go through with all of this, it does get 2 editing passes, which is a huge, huge benefit because um, as I've been the one with my hands on it and you've been interacting with it, we do need to go through it in such a way that allows for the mistakes to drop off, right? And to polish it off, I have an in-house copy editor because our eyes have been on it so much. We might miss a few things. So I'm going to send it to this amazing person and she's going to be looking through it and make sure it's all super clean. Now, the benefits of all of this is that in the end, a ghostwriter saves you time and money because I am your writer and we make that powerful message out to that focused reader, right? I want to make sure that I pinpoint your voice and unify it across all of your writing so that you sound like this. It's kind of like taking on an acting job with words, with writing. And I kind of channel you in and make sure that I'm sounding like you need to sound. Now, in doing that, it develops a really close relationship. It just does through the process because we are interviewing, we're talking about a subject matter that you are passionate about and your passion is something that's so important that just must come through. Again, my focus when I'm writing, like I have that picture, that image of who am I writing this to? Like personally, right? I want to really get this message out to the one. And if I get it out to the one, it really will go for the money because they will all connect to it. So that story is going to really carry it through because there are key points which are really important, but if it is not emphasized with a story, they're not going to remember it. They're not going to feel the emotion of it. They're not going to go back and say, "Oh, I remember this one example, where was that?" If we don't have the example of the story there, they're not gonna remember. So, in the end, you're gonna have a beautifully professional written book, and remember, you are the author. It's you. I'm just kinda capturing it together, but it's your ideas, it's your book. This is all for you. And with the focus being on the readers, that is a huge benefit because they are going to take and get everything that they need from it. So that is the ghost writing kind of process in a snapshell there. If you need more information, I'm ready to give you whatever you need. So click on any of the links below there. We do need to have a 30-minute um, conversation or a phone call for a screening to make sure that we are the right fit. That's super important. If we're not the right fit, then there are other ghostwriters out there. So I hope this gives you clarity on what it is and how we can explain what it is that you need to allow your light to shine through, as the beacon of light writing services can give you that support in your ghostwriting needs. We'll talk soon.